Hello, my name is Senthil Kumaresan. I'm one of the chronic pain physiotherapists, a part of the pain team at Queen's Hospital. Today we will be doing a mindfulness task which is based on hot and cold. This particular type of mindfulness is a form of body scan, where the body scan is a body focused mindfulness and is a good way into practicing this type of activity. As with most mindfulness, first of all, you should choose your environment to help this. You can perform this task in various positions, either sitting or lying. As long as you are fully supported and comfortable, the environment should be quiet, warm, and should aid in trying to do the task. So with most things, we always focus on, with mindfulness, an anchor to bring you back to the awareness of yourself. This may be in the form of a particular thought, but with this particular type of activity, we are going to be using your breathing. Breathing should come naturally to you, and it should be comforting, and it shouldn't be too much of a focus. So throughout this session, try to have a sense of the weight of your body resting on your chosen surface. Remember that you are always ultimately connected to the earth through the floor of the room that you're in, through the foundations of the building you are in, and therefore to the earth underneath. So get yourself comfortable. Close your eyes to begin with. And I want you to bring your focus to your breathing. Become aware of your breath. Notice the movement in the body, the rib cage raising and falling, the movement going on at the front, sides and back of the rib cage. Maybe the belly is raising and falling. If it helps, place your hand on your belly and you should feel this movement. With every breath in, the belly should move up, and as you exhale, the belly should relax. The speed of this movement, your hand moving, gives you an indication of whether it's your comfortable breath. Try to breathe to a rate of a beat of 2. That's 2 seconds in, 2 seconds out. Start by taking a breath in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth, slowing the breath down to that 2-second beat. Throughout the process, you may notice different thoughts that will start to compete. It's okay for this to happen. Just simply acknowledge that thought, whatever it be, a happy thought, a less than happy thought, a worry, a focus on somewhere else. Always bring yourself back to your breathing. Acknowledge the thought and focus on that breath. 2 seconds in, 2 seconds out. Now that you're comfortable, I want you to keep your awareness on that breath, but also be aware of your body, the weight of it resting on the surface that you're on. It's just you by yourself, no one else. Just the empty darkness. You look around and it's just yourself. You may start to wonder, questions may start to be raised. Just acknowledge those and bring your focus back to that breath. Make yourself comfortable. Look out into the far reaches of the darkness and continue that pace of breathing. As you scan the environment, you notice a slight glint in the corner of your eye. Your sight focuses on this, and you can see an object. It may be a vessel, a vase, a bucket, a container, whatever helps for you to visualize it. But it is very shiny, and it's glinting, and it starts to take your focus away. Bring your focus back. Be aware of your body, and particularly that breath. You start to notice that something's emanating from the vessel. A vapor, a mist. It's white, in stark contrast to the darkness around you. Just acknowledge it's there. It's not competing with anything. Bring that focus back to the breathing. And you notice with every deep breath in, it's almost as if the vapor is moving in perfect speed with your breath. With every breath in, the vapor starts to creep slowly, tipping over the edge of the vessel, down to the floor, and glide slowly towards you. With every deep breath in, it gets closer and closer until it starts to come in contact with your feet. The sight of it is no longer the focus. You can feel the vapor. It's damp, it's warm. Your skin may respond to this. You may feel a different sensation on the skin, a tingling. You're just aware of this. And bring that focus back to the breathing. The vapor starts to envelop your feet. The sensation changes, and you notice a warmth, a change in temperature. Not hot, but comfortable, warmer than what it was, and you notice your feet feel very different to the rest of your body. That vapor slowly starts to drift up further, past your ankles. You feel that change in temperature up the shins. It makes your hair stand up. And with every breath, that vapor slowly creeps up past the thighs to the pelvis. And now half of you is enveloped in that vapor, that fog. The bottom half of you feels heavy, fuzzy, warm, in stark contrast to the upper part of your body. You can notice the difference between the two, and that warmth starts to drift further up beyond the stomach, up towards the chest. It starts to cover the fingers. The environment changes slightly now. It feels clammy, damp, but it's not unsettling. You may find it easy to have the focus on here, but you may get other competing thoughts while this is happening. Just acknowledge them. It's fine that they are there, but bring your focus back to your body, sensation, and finally that breathing. And as you start to bring that breath back to a 2-second beat, you feel the warmth of that vapor raising further up past the chest, the shoulders, and finally towards your nose and mouth. It's not unsettling, just accept it, just a sensation. But on your next deep breath, you breathe in the vapor. You notice that same sensation, that warmth, that clamminess, dampness start to envelop the nostrils, down the throat, comfortable warmth into the lungs. You notice that your insides feel similar to the outside. That warmth feels as though that comforting warmth starts to increase from the center of your chest, expanding out, almost as if you are empty and the air is coming all the way down past your lungs to your feet. And you feel that the inside, your bones, feel warmer, heavier, the muscles relaxing, easing. Bring that focus back to the breath, and you notice with every breath things get warmer and warmer and comfortable. Finally the vapor has enveloped everything, the head to the scalp. You can't see the darkness anymore, just the vapor. But bring your focus back to your body, feeling that warmth, that comfort, and you get used to the surroundings. And take a moment to focus on that. And again, if you have a competing thought, acknowledge it and bring a dim awareness to your breathing again. You look out to the expanse, nothing but fog, vapor. You look to the left, you look to the right, you look below you, and you look up. And you notice that vessel from before is hovering right above you. Your focus may be averted to this now. And you notice it start to tip. It doesn't worry you. You're intrigued, curious. More of your focus is just on that warmth. You notice a small trickle of water start to pour from the vessel and slowly trickle down until it touches your scalp. Visually is no longer an issue. You feel that water now, different, cold, icy. You notice your skin, your hair react, goosebumps. It's no longer that warmth. It feels a bit more alert. And you notice that water starts to increase in flow. And the water trickles down past your ears, your jaw. You notice the skin, the muscle, more alert, feeling refreshed. You've still got the bottom part of your body, still that warmth, but you notice the stark contrast now as that coldness, that coolness, that refreshing sensation starts to sweep down past your jaw, your shoulders. You start to breathe it in and you notice that warmth of the vapor slowly starts to disappear and the temperature inside starts to increase again. And then the iciness starts to spread inside. But it's not unpleasant, just what you would expect, what's normal for you. And bring that awareness back to your breathing. And as you start to notice that coldness starts to sweep down to your hands, the fingers, the clamminess is no longer there. Although it's cold, feels comfortable, refreshed, ready to move, and starts to flow down past your hips, down the legs. You feel the skin react and become more tingly, active, down towards your ankles and your feet. You feel as though you're being drenched. Don't have a care in the world. Bring that focus back to you as you are. Your body no longer feels that heaviness from before. It feels lighter, ready to float away. You continue to keep that pace, 2 seconds in, 2 seconds out. You're aware the water has stopped. You look around and there is no vapour, no vessel, just you, sitting or lying. The darkness starts to become lighter. You're aware of your body, neither hot nor the cold, comfortable for you. You bring that awareness back to that breathing. And as you start to notice you're back in the room, refreshed and ready to open your eyes.